It's foggy in here because I got the hot fountain going, so the lens was all fogged up. And I also don't have any pants on, but that's not going to stop us, right? You know, I thought the series would be over because we got a new dishwasher. We got one, but I got to install it, and it's hard, and I'm lazy, and all the other completely valid excuses. So here we are, and I have many interpersonal, philosophical subjects to pontificate upon, but I don't know if I'm actually going to, you know? You know, there's no such thing as spontaneity in a world that is deterministic. Spontaneity sort of implies in such a world where free will doesn't exist, well, I mean, something may appear spontaneous, but it is not really spontaneous. I don't really get that whole debate, in a way. Like, it's put in a binary, it's a binary question. Either we have free will or we don't. Either molecules just bounce around in a predetermined way, or they don't. Can you even hear me right now? Alright, whatever. Okay. That's like, what are we even arguing about? That doesn't even make any sense. The thing is, in my head, when I think of that debate, it would change the way I act, right? It's an unknown question, and the answer to that question would govern my behavior. But it's like, is my behavior not already governed by whatever is happening? Be it free will or absence of free will? So it's kind of like, it kind of invalidates itself. The idea of there being a debate at all kind of invalidates the whole thing, you know? In some sense, you're implying that a certain reality is in fact the case. Like, well, these water particles fall in a deterministic fashion, I suppose. What does that really mean? Are we all aware that none of this makes any sense, and we're kind of silently agreeing that this is just one big meaningless game that we're playing? Or are there people actually convinced of something that others are not convinced of? Where did I put the washcloth? There it is. Anyways, I've been somewhat down on myself lately. And somehow, by me stating this, I feel like I'm going to get credit for being able to admit that. But why? Why do I get credit for that? I mean, maybe I won't get credit for that, but like, why would the universe dictate such a thing if that were to happen? Does that make sense? Probably not. How foggy is it? I'm curious. It's probably pretty foggy. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. Well, it happens, you know. Sometimes we're fogged in our thinking and our judgment and our perception. So it's almost analogous to what I'm talking about right now. Anyways, I was feeling down on myself. I was listening about the Puerto something? No. What is it called? Oh, I forget. It's the Jungian archetype for the young boy. Or, not the young boy. All boys are young. No, the boy who refuses to grow up, you know? I realize that I'm not mature, and I need to subsume my childish impulses into something to grow, into adulthood. I throw emotional temper tantrums, you know? And I feel disgusted with myself. But maybe your perception of me, you're hearing the words I'm saying, but you don't care. Or you don't really, it's because you're just so stricken by something else about me that I don't realize. You know, it's all perception at the end. And how do these perceptions synthesize to form the reality that we find ourselves in? I've got a tension in my hip right now. Like, for instance, I let all these dishes go up again. Well, I mean, I suppose it's a form of cowardice too, because I'm refusing to give myself the benefit of the doubt. I'm pinning all the blame on myself and my own shortcomings. But, because that's a simple world, in a way. It's not I just scrape stuff all over myself. It's a simple world to just blame yourself for everything. You don't have to think so hard. You don't have to engage with reality. Because there are other people just like me operating under false narratives. And that is the reality. That is the reality. Like, capitals. Anyways. Here's the thing I don't understand though. The people that are mature and have matured, isn't it sort of, if they did that process, isn't it sort of, then shouldn't they know how to help the people who aren't mature? Is that too simplistic a view? I don't know. I don't really understand. I'm stuck. Doesn't make sense. Don't make sense. I'm gonna check the time. Alright. Or are they trying to harvest their maturity as a means to power and are content letting those who are not mature be their underlings as a result? So in this sense, more maturity isn't necessarily a good thing. Maybe Hitler was really mature, but I mean, he was disciplined, perhaps, right? I wonder how many times he had to wash dishes in the bathtub. Who knows? Not me. I don't know. I smell bad. Oh yeah, part of the reason I'm doing this at all is because I haven't been able to take a shower because there's dishes built up in the bathtub. See, the problem is, whenever I do something stupid, and I know it's stupid, the problem is I have an out. And that out is, it's funny. That's my out. kind of a tough out because I don't know if I just flashed the camera. I'll edit it out probably, I guess. I flashed some people at work once, on accident, of course. Anyways, what was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh yeah. Part of the only reason I'm doing this is because I'm starting to smell, so I can't shower. It's like, well, clearly I have a value hierarchy then. If I value the smell of my body over the dishes being not done. So there's a hierarchy there. And it's like, well, what's better? To be more diligent about doing the dishes or be more mindful of your own body odor? That's an interesting question. Perhaps it is. Oh man. So many dishes. Suppose there are layers to consciousness, and I'm able to infinitely deconstruct ideas and treat them all as seemingly equal. To others they may not seem equal, but to me they do. But I have to bear the weight of appearing like a fool. And I care. I do care. I don't like looking like a fool most of the time. Unless it's really funny. But what do I care about being funnier than I actually am? What do I care about anything? I wish I was less wet right now. Pretty wet. The shower's flicking on me right now. Looking at all that stuff on there. So many dishes. Thank goodness. I feel like meaning of life. I suppose I wish to have absolute power. That is ultimately, I want to be unquestioned. I want everything I think and say to never be questioned ever. That is the desire. It's like, well, why shouldn't it be that way? I mean, well, I suppose others may have a view into me that I don't recognize. It's entirely, as I refuse to be scared of that perception. I kind of don't want to talk anymore. I'm just going to do dishes. I guess. I don't know. Life's kind of messy. It's so dirty. Like, look how dirty all these dishes are. How can someone even How is someone supposed to fathom it? The intense dirtiness of life and dishes. You know, we see the world through a distorted lens. And specifically what I mean by that is, you don't see yourself because you're too busy being yourself to watch yourself. You know? That's the odd thing. To be is to not watch. It is to be. And I think we alternate between watching ourselves and being ourselves. To the mystery of those around us, perhaps. Or maybe I'm autistic and that's just how it feels for me. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Everyone has their own perspective, right? Necessarily so, because I'm here and someone else might be over there. I'm not even talking to anyone right now. I'm talking to myself. I'm a crazy person. I'm making videos on YouTube. How are we supposed to categorize that? I'm socializing over a medium that takes, you know, I'm talking to someone, but they only, oh, the camera's probably running out of time here. Oh. Oh. What makes me anxious? I don't know. I should probably talk to my therapist and not my YouTube channel. Probably. But who knows? Don't we all have emotions? I don't understand. How is that immature to have emotions? Oh boy. Alright, let's get this big bowl. Let's get that done. That smells horrible. Smells like rotten milk. Which is not my favorite scent. I'll be frank with you. Anyways, we wash it, sort of. And then we can put all the cutlery in it. They're all loose, mishy-mashy. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? I can't just put it on the ground. It's too small and too jingle-jangly. Unusual shapes, and it just doesn't work, so. God, this sucks. Alright, this 1/4. Scrape all the dookies off. Throw it into the bowl. This wooden spoon. Pick the dookies off. Put it into the bowl. Tongs. I love tongs, by the way. If there's any tong lovers here watching this video, be sure to drop a like. Or, I don't know why. Just say you like tongs in the comments. Or I hate it when people ask me to subscribe. I really hate it. To me, it's almost a direct expression of selling out. So, I don't give a shit if you subscribe. I don't care. Huh? Actually, I do. I would like it for you to subscribe. Please. I would love it if you subscribe. You know what happens when you subscribe? I get a little notification that in my email, and then I see the number that's currently sitting at 17 and goes up to 18. Do you have any idea how amazing that is? To see that number go from 17 to 18? And one of you could be that 18. And when you do that, I go like, it's like a little hit. Feels great. So you're feeding my addiction. Is what's happening. Oh, so many dishes. God. I want to take a break. Should I? Should I not? I don't know. There's no objective answer. Well, there kind of is. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I need to get these done because I want to take a shower. I really want to take a shower. It'd be very nice to be able to shower. Be super cool. This washcloth is getting really dirty, like really dirty, and probably just, hold on. Oh my. Must admit, this sucks. Like I'm being fun about it right now. This sucks, okay. But I'm an entertainer. That's my job here, right? So I'm supposed to not make you feel bad. But that wouldn't be honest, would it? I almost feel as though you should be doing my dishes. 'Cause I'm the important person, and you're just the viewer. I mean, what do you got, huh? What's the time, man? I mean, why am I doing dishes? I should be getting you guys to do my dishes. And I'm the big shot. I'm the star, right? So why am I doing all these stupid dishes? I should just, man, I should have someone putting grapes into my mouth. But life's unfair, and even though I am elite status, I have to do these dishes. Well, I don't have to. I could walk away from this. I could walk into the bushes right now. Do I want to? I mean, I'll walk into the bushes, but... So the trouble is, that washcloth is gross. So I'm gonna get a new one. My socks are wet. By the way, this, believe it or not, is way less rancid than that one. It's just covered in coffee grounds. You can hear that. Anyways, so on with the show. Apologies for that brief intermission. We had some technical difficulties. But here we are, we're back. We're doing dishes in the bathtub. That's right. That is the name of the game. Do you ever reach a point where you realize that everyone's full of shit? Like, why does no one admit it? Why does nobody just like, I suck? No one ever does that. Maybe it's because they're afraid to relinquish power. We do have the cult of power after all. That's Nietzsche or something? I don't know. Cult of power. I want power. I freaking want power. Of course I want power. I want to be revered. I want to be listened to. I want my opinions to be spectated and followed. I want you all to be, not necessarily my fault, well, I don't want you to be complete mindless drones, but kind of. I mean, I kind of do. I mean, why not? What would be the problem with that? Is it better or worse than what I have right now? I don't know. I mean, most people would say worse, but why though? They don't give a reason why. Almost as if either they don't know what they're talking about, or they're lying to you. So gross. Can't be understated how gross this all is. I'm just afraid to get dirty. You know? Afraid to get dirty and wet. That's what I don't like about this. All the other ego stuff. What's the time at? I just don't like being wet. Haha, I'm wet. Haha. It's so funny now that I'm wet. Isn't that funny to be covered in water? Ha 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 ha. Everybody laugh. Laugh at me. This is what I want. I must be the center of attention. Why? I don't know. It just kind of turns out that way for whatever reason. Language sucks. That's my take. Language sucks. I don't know why. Because language lets you be wrong. There's no being wrong without language, right? To express is to be wrong. Why express? Why not just... Because you can be wrong, you know? A squirrel's never wrong, right? It's just a fucking squirrel. But if I say, I believe capitalism will destroy Western civilization, I could be wrong. Or I could be right, but I could be wrong. That's stupid. Why would I be wrong? Why would I want to be wrong? Why do we do that? Why put ourselves in that position? Why? It's stupid. It sucks. I don't even know if it makes sense. Is there any reason for it? Just be wet. What's the big deal? I'm just wet. Why aren't you wet? Join me. We're almost done. I'm so close. I don't even know how well I watch this because I don't have my glasses on. Some of these dishes got stuff taped on them, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it off in this episode, but you know. Oh my God. Come on. Let's get them moving here. Spoons. Why do I have so many spoons? I only need one spoon. I just need one. That's it. Why do I have more than one spoon? I should just have one spoon. I should just have one spoon. I should just have one spoon and one fork and one butter knife, one kitchen knife, one whisk. Why do I need more than that? Is that the value of ownership? Is that why ownership? It's not for greed. It's so you can exist at all. Because otherwise, every fork in the world is of equivalent utility and value. Essentially. I mean, kinda. Not really, but abstractly. But if you have a fork, then that's your fork. But the question is, which fork do I take? I don't know. I don't know which fork. How's someone supposed to decide which fork? Like, which pair of tongs? This one? Or this one? Now, the answer is definitely this one, because these are plastic. These suck. These are good. Time. Caught it just in time, which is also an illusion, by the way. It's can recycling. More stupid cutlery. One serrated knife, or steak knife, I guess. I only need one of those. But the problem is when you buy them, they come in a set. Oh my God, there's so many. Like forks. Here, pick one. Which fork is better? They have different designs. So. Or are they different? Yeah, they are different. So one of them's got like a little thing here. This one's China, this one's Korea. This one better. It's simpler. This one's a little. It's got a little engraving. Actually, I don't know. Which fork? I think it's got to be the fancy one. It's got to be this one. It's too fancy. I have the sudden urge to 3D model a fork and blender. Maybe I'll do it. How do you choose if you can't choose? I think it's this one. It's simpler, but I think it's more ergonomic. This is the fork. This is my fork. Don't nobody be taking my fork. Ugh. Oh, here's 2 spoons. Now, the thing with spoons is that one can be a lot bigger than the other. J.A. Henkel's Vietnam. This is a big spoon right here. This one doesn't have any writing on it. I don't know if I like how big the spoon is. You ever just look at your cutlery? You ever do that? Also, it kind of needs to match with the fork. So, if you take these, they actually do kind of go well together. He's a bit fat, but she's a bit boring. So it works out. It's just really big. Do I need a spoon this big? Maybe there'll be other spoons to choose from. We'll see. What do we got left here? Okay. This sucks. I have to wash this. Here, I'll tilt more towards the action here. Oh, come on. I think this has probably been the worst day of my life. We're almost done. If we're fast, we could do all these before the timer runs out. Let's see. Got a bunch of cutlery here. Got this cutting board. Oh, the camera's. Yeah. That is a knife. That. Get all this stuff. It's the fear of loss. See, I picked out that fork earlier, right? I'm not scared of using that fork the rest of my life. I'm scared of losing the fork. Because once I commit to the fork, then it puts me vulnerable to losing the fork. But if I don't commit to any fork, then I don't have to care. I don't have to worry about whose fork is what. But if I own the fork, then I have a responsibility to the fork. And am I mature enough to handle the responsibility of a fork? I mean, I am, but do I have the courage to commit to that fork? Like, another fork comes along. This one's Delco. and she's kind of pretty. And then this spoon comes along and then tells me, did you know that forks are actually responsible for 50% of the crime, despite making up 13% of your culinary equipment? Injuries, I should say. And what if that fork gets cancer? Or worse, like becomes Catholic or something. This spoon is actually pretty nice. I think I'll just take this spoon. Whoa. Now, this is not an adult channel, so you will not be able to watch me shower. Unfortunately for some of you. It is what it is. Life's not fair. What am I doing? Gotta rinse all these. What time are we at? 8:33. There's no way we're gonna make it. But sometimes time doesn't stop for you. Time keeps going. So we gotta make the most of what we got. So come on. Get those dishes clean. And likewise, you never know when you're gonna die. So might as well say all the things you wanted to say. I like pickles. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what's going to cut out either. It's going to cut out at some point. Look at all these spoons. They won't be mine because I already picked one. Maybe. I don't know. Time's running out probably. I'm getting anxious. Everything comes to an end, but never forget. Doing dishes in the bathtub ain't so bad. And the fog will clear. Or it won't, but you'll be dead, so it doesn't matter. Either it'll clear or it'll be dead, you'll be dead. And that's the meaning of everything in life. Maybe. Or maybe I ran out of hot water for my shower. That sucks.